Hey family, it's your girl Nomadically Bri, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, I'm going to be covering what my first birthday living abroad in Bali was like. I can't wait to take you through the journey. Now, it got a little bit dicey here and there, so I'll have to explain some things, to which I'll be doing this more in a recap style. You'll see me pop in and out of the screen to explain some things, but I'm finally going to show you what nightlife looks like, the preparation for the big day, because us girlies know we got to get it together for the big day. I'm going to also show you one of the largest attractions in the Bali area, which I did score a partnership with to offer my community and viewers a 20% discount, which I'll explain later, as well as fine dining options, beachside horseback riding, and so many other things. So, as you already know, stick around. This is going to be good. Now, first things first is I get these lashes done, honey. I'm so thankful for my lash lady. She comes to me every time, and she was gracious enough to squeeze me in at 7 p.m. the night before my birthday. So I'm like, girl, thank you. I start by doing a nice scrub to make sure the lashes are prepped and clean. And then with all of her supplies on the couch, we go over everything. I make sure that we kind of just are on the same page. So I get the desired look that I want. And then I just lay back right in the comfort of my home on my couch. I get those lashes done, honey. And next step up is getting my hair done. So I am getting my birthday hair, getting my locks retied. This is the lovely Tanya.
Hello.
Yes, yes. So a lot of you have asked, do I do my own hair? Do I get it done? A mix of both. And so today I'm getting it done. Now, I'm fortunate enough to have found her, but I would recommend when it comes to hair care not to rely on finding someone when you get here, only because people are exploring just like you. And a lot of people do travel, they come and go. So I'm thankful that Tanya's here and I hope she stays here for a while. I was really enjoying this process and she had so much experience, so I trusted her with my locks. Now, at this point, I had no idea what I was going to do for my birthday, so you'll see how that plays out in a minute. But for now, I was like, listen, just get me together with this head, honey. As a matter of fact, I want you to do a turnaround or flip it to the front. I want people to see how long your beautiful hair is.
Yes, yes, yes.
Such an inspiration. Oh, look at this leg.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
be
I've
like
been
that.
growing them
I'm trying to get like
about
that.
12, 13, 12 years, 12,
Wow.
13
So
years.
I'm well on my way. Next month will be 5.
Yes, yes. And it goes by so quickly. Like for a long time, I was just like, when is my hair gonna grow?
Yeah.
But time and patience, and it grew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You waiting for that initial drop where you can feel
Mm-hmm.
like you got some reason to be swinging your hair.
Yes, yes, yes. But I love the journey. Like it's
Same.
and for me, like hair, locks. You begin to be so spiritual and in tune with yourself more.
And see, for me, I was definitely, I think we talked about this, looking forward to going back to retightening from palm rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Because being out here, and I'm such a water child, I like to
Yes.
be in the water.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a pool or ocean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm liable if I don't have a bathing suit to jump in fully clothed. Like, I want to be in the water so bad. So I was like, I can't palm roll.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna just unravel.
You can't maintain it that
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
Then I'll be ending up overwashing and over tightening.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
like, let me go ahead and switch back to retightening.
Yes. Yes. Uh-huh.
So midway, getting my hair done, I just found out I'm going to be able to do a private cooking class, which I wanted to do a cooking class for my birthday experience anyway. And I didn't even know homegirl lived right here. Lived right here where the cooking spot is at, literally. So that's such a blessing. I love how things work out. You don't have to, force anything. So that's amazing. And I'm really excited that I get to have that experience, and my hair is coming out lovely. I just told her, I said, listen, I'm working with the goat here.
Yeah.
We are all done. Ooh, I feel like a new woman. Yes. Thank you, girl.
Welcome to Quebec, Bali. Thank.
Okay, So are you ready to start the cooking class? I'm so excited. I have some Balinese coffee. Oh, awesome. Thank you. What's
Coconut milk.
okay? And coconut milk. Awesome. Terima kasih.
Sugar, please.
Okay. Thank you so
Enjoy your
much.
tea.
Thank you. Let me tell you how this worked out to get a private cooking class. So essentially, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the last couple of days, and I was all kind of in an uproar. And there was so much friction, like I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do a cooking class, but I didn't know that my friend who was doing my hair, she was living right where the cooking class is. So what I've learned in life is just to slow down a little bit sometimes. Like, I felt the friction, I felt the resistance. I couldn't really find the right vibe that I was looking for. And lo and behold, the day of that, I go to get my hair done. That's what I found out. She's right next to the cooking class, and they were so accommodating to allow me to have a private session. So that worked out so beautifully. So let's see how this goes. Now, once I got suited and booted, baby, you couldn't tell me I wasn't Gordon Ramsay's long lost melanated cousin with locks in that kitchen cooking, baby, and looking good while doing so. Now, real quick, for the sake of understanding where I'm at, this is the beautiful scenery with the mountain view in the back. And I was definitely appreciative to be able to take in such a nice atmosphere as I was doing this cooking experience. So, shout out to you, Chobek Bali Cooking Class, for putting this together for me. And while I was finishing getting my hair done, they were setting up all the ingredients, getting ready for the experience that I was about to partake in, and everything was so fresh. It smelled good. It looked beautiful. And there were so many dishes. I was really surprised that I'm like, I'm getting all this for me. This is awesome. So let's look at everything that we're about to cook today.
Or yellow turmeric. This is good for the antiseptic.
Yes, I know this one. I like that one.
Number 3, we have a aromatic ginger.
Okay.
Very, very aromatic. Number 4, we have a singaler.
Oh,
Number 5, we have a regular ginger. I think this is your ginger.
the one we know, yeah. Yes, I know this one.
Yeah. We have a 5 cup of. This is a sweet soya sauce. Chopped celery leaf. And then we have a salt. This is sea salt.
Sea salt.
Look like a dry coconut. Be careful.
Because it's salty.
Yeah. For the vegetable, we have a long bean. The long bean look like snack bean. Sometimes for the good quality, we have until half meter.
Yes,
Yeah?
okay.
And then also, this is a bean sprout from mung bean.
Yes, I like those.
And then also, we have a carrot. We have a eggplant, a bourgine. We have a 3 different color. We have a purple. We have a green. We have a white. Maybe you have a more big and black.
Yes.
We have a small and longer.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this is a eggplant. So this is a green pumpkin, choco, chayote squash. So this is looking like a avocado, but this is a squash, yeah, green pumpkin. Later you use for making vegetable soup.
Okay.
In home you can use with zucchini.
Zucchini. Gotcha. Okay.
This is your potato. Sometimes we try grow in Bali, but not too very good.
So you get those
small.
imported?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes small and black inside. So this is vegetable salad. Later you just boil around 5 minutes, and then later combine with coconut sauce. Or the coconut sauce. Today we don't use mayo. No mayonnaise, no olive oil, no salad oil.
Okay. Now, once she went over everything, we pretty much just jumped right in. And for the sake of this video, I'm not going to show you everything. So my clips aren't in order, but I'm just giving you a clip of my favorite parts of the process. So take a look at how it all went. And don't show the stick, right? I follow directions.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, I have 3 pieces left. Satu, dua, tiga.
Nah. And then next you roll. Finish your roll. If you find the fish in the middle, yes. Between the fish, later you sewing. Right side and left side. Push down in the bottom. And then up. See. Yeah. Good job. And then next, continue. Left side. Down and then up. Yes.
Okay.
Good job.
Yes.
Next, continue.
Now we had to make sure we kept an eye on the rice that was cooking in the background, and I was really intrigued by this whole basket on top of the pot. I don't know if it's called something specific, but that was pretty cool. And my favorite thing that we made was the chicken satay made in the peanut sauce that was done by hand. Ooh, that smoky flavor.
Yeah.
So we are cooking ayam satay. Traditional Balinese dish, right?
Yes.
We should start a cooking show. And how long do you hand fan?
Until the satay the color a little bit more brown. Until well done cooked.
Yeah, so that's gonna be like an arm workout.
Mm-mm.
Long time. Okay.
With the vegetable and one back step, please. One back step. You can stir. And then next we add with the bouillon. You can add vegetable stock. All vegetable stock because soup. One half glass.
Yes.
And then next you can add seasoning. For the seasoning, you can add with the 1 spoon of chopped celery leaf, a quarter with the salt, 1 squeeze of lime. Good job. You like salty?
Yeah.
If you like salty, you like kissing. Yes. Yes or no? Yes. You have a spoon. If you like to try your soup, you can. You have a spoon in your pocket money. Tester time. If you like add more something, you can.
How do you?
It's okay because just you.
Just
You can blow first. Be careful. Huh?
good. Now, one part of the labor intensive process was making this basic sauce. This bowl, what is this bowl?
This is a volcanic stone.
Stone, okay.
Yeah, this is volcanic stone. In home, you can use blender.
Blender, okay. So this is like the manual blending process.
So this is a basic sauce or yellow sauce. Ingredient, you have a 5 type of ginger. You have a lemongrass, garlic, onion, chili, and spring onion.
And so after making the basic sauce, we moved on to frying the soybean cakes, or also known as tempeh. And it has like a nutty flavor. Yeah.
The tester let us be like a french fries.
Yes.
French fries a la Bali.
French fries a la Bali.
A la Bali. Looking brown. Yeah.
A little bit longer, right? So this process in total was about an hour and a half of cook time, maybe a little bit more. And then once it was all said and done, honey, it was time to eat. Done. Oh, it just looks so good. And then we have all the dishes, the pudding, and pumpkin soup. Now we had us a good old time, baby. You know we had to take a picture. And this is the final product of everything that was made. The rice, the curry, which was my absolute favorite, the rice pudding in the background, that peanut sauce in the middle, which is amazing. If I have a dish with peanut sauce, I'm always ordering extra, okay? This pumpkin soup was fantastic. I would do this 10 times over. So, having been able to do the cooking class privately, which was such a blessing and unexpected, happy birthday to me. I was really able to get into the behind the scenes content of it all and show you the process without having to be worried about someone else's desires or whether they want to be on camera or not. And then, of course, respecting people's privacy. So, it was just me and the cooks. So, that made it amazing. Like, this was meant to be. I feel like I was supposed to show y'all this. Happy birthday to me. Now, let's taste some of it. This is the chicken satay. So very good. There's a smoky grilled taste, of course, because it was grilled. Sweet and spicy tempeh. Now, I was tasting along the way, so I already know everything is delicious. But family, that is a Balinese cooking class. Cooking some of the most traditional Balinese dishes. So hope you enjoy this part of my birthday adventure in Bali. See you in a little bit.
Thank you so much for your
Yes,
welcome, beautiful
yes. I
ladies.
did good. I cooked with love.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for doing this for me today.
Bye.
Bye. When I tell you that was an enjoyable experience, baby, we were cutting up in there. Listen, we had a time. But let me put it into perspective for you, okay? I am big on my birthday. Like, don't play with me about my day. That's just my thing. Let me be great, okay? So when I didn't have anything planned leading up to it, especially the night before, I'm like, something's got to give. Like, I don't have to have a long, drawn out, and structured itinerary, but I at least want to have an idea of where I'm going to be, with who, and what I'm going to be doing. I had none of that. So I'm like, you know what? I give up. I'm just going to go get my hair done because at this point, I'm not feeling any of these experiences that I'm finding online while I'm researching and looking at different booking websites. Nothing's really speaking to me. And furthermore, keep this in mind if you travel solo to Bali. A lot of booking websites are not solo traveler friendly. So you will either pay a higher price for one person or you will have to book a minimum of 2 people in order to take part of that experience. And I wasn't feeling that. So I was like, you know what? I'll just go get my hair done tomorrow and let the weekend play out how it does. So the next morning when I text her for her address, she sends me the link to the cooking school. And I'm like, you live at the cooking school? So in any event, you saw how that all played out. Now, I believe she had a 2:30 slot that day that would hold 8 people in the class, but for whatever reason it got canceled. And of course, with them being so very nice, they allowed me to still do the experience as you saw. So that's how that all went down. And I wanted to put that into perspective for you when I say that it truly just kind of fell into place and I literally got the desires of my heart and everything that I've wanted to do fulfilled without even trying, right? So that's a message for somebody. Let's look now at what happened when I first checked into the Airbnb that night, child. Hmm. So upon arrival, I'm like, oh man, this is really in the jungle. This is peaceful. This is nice. This is definitely Ubud for you. But then, so I get to the villa and the electricity is out. Babe, I'm going home. I'm going home. What? And I'm getting a refund. Like, this is no, this is not acceptable. Now listen, I'll be a liar if I told you I wasn't a bit taken back by the fact that there was no electricity when I first walked up in that mug. But I was like, you know what? Let me just reach out to the people and tell them what's going on. And they explained that it was the rain that had knocked the electricity out. So I'm like, okay. They did send the maintenance guys out within like 5 or 10 minutes or so. And the lights actually turned on before the maintenance gentleman showed up. So I was happy about that. Now, I did have a little bit of anxiety if I were to be transparent and vulnerable with you guys, and I don't know if it was because I was just by myself in this villa. Now, mind you, there are other villas, so I wasn't completely in the jungle alone. Right? I'm listen. But I don't know if it was because of that, but I don't know. I just had some anxiety for some weird reason, and I was really adamant about going home. I ordered the ride and everything. I'm like, I'm getting up out of here, baby. But I said no. You booked the experience for a reason because you wanted to wake up to nice views, have a flower bath in the morning, and just experience life in the jungle for the night and the half of the day tomorrow. So you gonna stay and you gonna be all right. So when the driver showed up, I just changed the location and I had him take me to one of my favorite lounges in Ubud. So let's look at that. Now, I'm no specialist or tour guide when it comes to nightlife in Bali, but I do know that I like the Blue Door in Ubud. They have really good food, delicious drinks, and reasonable prices. And on certain nights, they have a live band as well as the grill in the front where you can get a variety of grilled items. Now, for copyright reasons, I can't include the sound because of YouTube's policies, but you can always check out my Instagram to hear this brother sing his soul out, okay? And I don't know what all he performed, but I stayed long enough to watch him do CeeLo Green's Crazy as well as a cover of Teddy Swim's Lose Control. So this was some nice entertainment while I waited for the Afrobeats party to start in the back. Now, you can't miss this area. It's right in the back next to the restrooms, and you're greeted by this beautiful blue ambient light. And then you make your way inside to a pretty chill environment. It was calm at first, of course, because things always start turning up after a certain time. I say probably about 11 o'clock, it started getting packed. So I was able to just vibe. In the meantime, they had a partnership with some bartenders from the Canggu area. So while my drink was being made, I just vibed with the DJ for a little bit and just kind of got into my zone as I was waiting for 12 o'clock to hit when that birthday was official. I don't remember the name of this drink, but I had three of them because they were delicious. And next thing I know, baby, they had the dancers out and they were doing their thing. Now, this is the extent of what it was. It didn't turn into anything provocative or crazy, but that was nice to see. And then I just started meeting people because folks were coming in. And this guy here was a vibe. He was awesome. Totally loved him. Really had a good time. And then next thing I know, they bought me a nice little cake and they sang happy birthday. So I'm like, oh, thank you. It was really good too. It almost had like a brownie kind of taste, but in any event, it started getting crowded and I'm like, okay. And then also, y'all are kind of getting off of the Afrobeats vibe that I came here for. So I'm gonna just vibe in the bathroom for a second by myself with these trippy lights and I'm gonna make my way on home for the night in the jungle. And I'm so glad I ended up staying, you guys. I didn't let any fear or anxiety stop me. I almost did, and I'm so glad that I didn't because the whole purpose was to wake up to a peaceful environment, a beautiful scenery on the morning of my big day to be thankful and grateful that I live in Bali. And so I'm happy and pleased with myself that I stayed so that I can say, I woke up in the jungle for my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. So the Airbnb hosts were so nice to send me a birthday cake to my door the morning of, and that was very heartwarming. So I felt the love. Thank you, Delta Casa. I really appreciate it. Now, speaking of which, this is the location. It was ducked off. I will say, although it was quiet, there was a lot of roosters in the area and a hog farm. So just use your imagination. But in any event, here's the vibes the morning of. Now, I didn't get any footage of the inside because I don't know, I guess the night before I was just a little flustered. And then waking up the morning of and my voice was sounding all ashy because I was hoarse. I was like, man, I just want to go enjoy my day. So I wasn't even thinking about getting the inside, but I got plenty of footage of the outside. So I hope you enjoy. So I hope that captured kind of the scenery that I woke up to that morning. And in normal Bali fashion, of course, you have to get a flower bath. They gave me a nice happy B-Day message, so I was thankful for that. But I'm gonna keep it real with y'all as I always do. These flower baths are pretty, but they do attract bugs, okay? And I'm outside in the jungle, of course, covered. No one can see me, but there was spiders, so I had to do what I had to do and get up out of there. Now, once I got done playing with my drone, I said, let's go ahead and pack up and get ready to make our way over to the first adventure for the day. So one of the things I wanted to make sure I prioritized to do on the day of was a swing attraction. Now, I've been in Bali for going on 4 months and I just never prioritized it up until this point. So I'm like, I have to take pictures in a nice long dress with a beautiful train and all of that. And so as I'm taking in the view in front of my Airbnb, I look through the bushes of the jungle and sure enough, there was a swing that I see going back and forth. I'm like, so the swing attraction is right there. Listen to how things work out again. Mind you, I only ever book rooms on Airbnb. I don't do hotels too much anymore. And so I just find a location that I want to stay, look at some pictures for some available rooms, and I just book it. So this was a random Airbnb that is found in the app. And lo and behold, it was literally within walking distance. It was so close to the swing attraction that my ride texted me before he came, like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, because where you're getting picked up from and where you're going to is so close. I just wanted to make sure you're good. And I'm like, yes, I'm good. I just have some things with me that I can't, leave here because I'm checking out of an Airbnb. He's like, oh, okay. It was around the corner, you guys. Like literally, I could see the swing attraction through the bushes in front of my Airbnb that I randomly picked on the app. So it again, that's how amazingly things work out when you just let things go with the flow, right? So my mantra for this year is, you know what? The only thing I'm going to do is show up. I'm just going to show up. I'm going to take the first step and I'm going to let God work out everything else and all the other details, before me. And then we'll just go from there. So, with that said, just show up, make the first step, and everything else will work out for you. But let's take a look at this attraction, and I'm going to share with you the promo code that I received for you guys. So, U Fun Field is the attraction that I went to. I spent the most part of my afternoon on the day of here. Now, when you first walk in, there's a cafe off to the left, and then you're greeted by some beautiful views, of course, because you're in a rice field. And for me, my whole goal, again, was to do the swings with the pictures and the dresses. And so I made my way over to check out all the options that they had, and I just couldn't pick one color. So, of course, me and my extra self, I had to do two. I started off with the pink, and then I ended up changing into the orange, in which I'll drop some pictures later. Now, I will tell you that the staff here, they are so awesome. I really think the gentleman that's dancing right there, he's kind of in the wrong profession. I think he needs to be more like a photographer, because the way he was working that camera and getting me together, maybe he did the close-ups, the side views. They were coaching me like I was on a modeling set. Like, I really had a good time doing this with them, and they made the experience so fun. So shout out to the staff at U Fun Field. They really made this an enjoyable experience. But to be honest with you, it's more than just a swing attraction. They have the zip line, the sky bike, the cafe, like I mentioned when you first walk in, as well as a cultural tour where they take you down into the rice field for an immersive experience of what the Balinese culture is really like. And so I'll have to come back because I was fighting with bugs. I was hot. I was ready to eat and make my way home to get ready for dinner. But it is a fun experience. Now, I met the owner while I was there, and I got to talking to him about my YouTube channel and the community that I'm building. And he was gracious enough to offer you guys 20% off of your experience at U Fun Field if you book directly on his website. So that would be 20% off using the promo code BRI20 for your swing experience or for any of the packages. Now, if you decide to come to Ubud and you go to this location, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, let's take a look at how my night turned out. Now, once I made it all the way back to Denpasar from Ubud after an hour and a half drive, I got cleaned and changed and went over to Canggu for Vor restaurant and bar, and the service from the door was amazing. I was feeling myself too. I had main character energy all day, as I should. It was my birthday, so that's kind of the vibes. Now, the ambiance was immaculate, and I love how they did all of the decor, and just the low lighting felt very luxurious. And I feel like in Canggu, Vor is setting the tone for fine dining. That's my opinion. Now, if you've been here and you've experienced fine dining in any other place, let me know. I'd love to check out some places and do some reviews for you. But this was a great way to end my evening. I started out with a welcome drink. I think it had some type of ginger in it. I know that it was an alcoholic beverage, but I don't remember everything that was in it. It was good, I will say. It was a little on the spicier side, but I'll take it. And then you get a nice cloth to wipe your hands with. And so I got ready to order my dinner. I started with the mushroom arancini stuffed with Parmesan cheese. It was so delicious. Then I got, of course, the calamari. I always get that. And then I waited for my decadent Wagyu tenderloin drenched in scorched bourbon butter. Now, I do order my steaks medium, okay? And then let me educate you. The red is not blood. It's a protein called myoglobin, but that's another story for another day. You got to do some research. Now, you don't have to eat your beef still mooing like people say, and that's okay. But if you sit with me at dinner and you shaking the table trying to cut that piece of well-done rubber, I ain't inviting you to dinner no more. But no, I had also the Parmesan salad with mashed potatoes, so that made for a nice pairing. And then after my meal, I made my way over to the bar. And like everything else, they craft their cocktails with such artistry. This is called the Waterfall. It's pineapple infused rum, lemon juice, strawberry syrup, raspberry, and thyme leaf. And so after I sipped on that for a bit, I was pleasantly surprised with yet again another birthday cake. Happy birthday, Sabrina. Happy birthday to Happy birthday! Thank you. All the best for you. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Listen, the way everybody just loved on me throughout the day was amazing. And I have to give a very, very special shout out to all of my friends and family back home. Despite the distance, you guys showed up and showed out and let me know how much you guys love me as well. And I appreciate that. I also appreciated this cake, and my greedy self was happy that they bought more dessert.
another dessert for you. It's a choco pop and also praline.
Overall, 10 out of 10 will definitely be back. I'm so happy this place was recommended to me. But in the meantime, let's look at how the day after my birthday turned out. So I found this adorable Mexican restaurant over in the Seminyak area. It was right on the beach down this colorful alleyway called La Planca. I chose this because it was closest to the horseback riding stables that I was going to be going to next. And I'm so glad I did because the colorful, girly theme did not miss. So it felt like this place was just right for me and it just fit into my birthday weekend beautifully. On top of the fact that it was also no one upstairs. So again, I had the place to myself and I was just taking in the scenery and the fact that it wasn't raining. Of course, I had something to eat, so I just got light bites because I just wanted to have something on my stomach before I go horseback riding, but nothing too heavy. So I had tostadas and beef empanadas. And then I made my way over to Masari Stables, also in Seminyak, which was right around the corner from the Mexican spot. Now, I was actually quite surprised that they had a horseback riding adventure, but the longer that I'm in Bali, I start to ask myself, what does Bali not have, right? So while I was waiting for the horse that I was going to get on, I went over to go and pet this one. I don't know if it was a boy or a girl, but what I do know is that it seemed very sweet and loving, and the way it was reacting to my touch just made me feel like I was somebody's horse whisperer, okay? I was about to ask them, are they hiring? But once I got done playing with this one, I went to go see one of the ones that they were training in the back as I passed the one that I was going to ride. So let's take a look. Now, once we got done with some general safety and riding tip information, we made our way to the side road that gave us direct access to the beach. He was giving me information on how to control the reins and how to get the horse to turn left or right. Now, he looks pretty calm here, and when we got on the beach, though, he started acting up like he didn't want to be there. And I'm like, sir, just make sure I get back to the stable safely, okay? Once we made it to the beach, I'm like, man, this is exciting. I felt like I was sitting up so much higher than I probably really was. But in any event, I enjoyed myself. Now, I have to keep it 100 with you, right? This was done between Seminyak Beach and Double Six Beach. It's about an hour or so experience, and you're walking along the shore, to which it is not the cleanest, you guys. There is trash, and there are some dead fish, and I don't know if it's like that all the time, and that's no, slide to the Masari stables, but in any event, I would do this again because of their professionalism, but let's look at this up-close experience. America.
America.
Yeah. Oh, look at it.
Yeah, just look little bit
Yeah.
from 1 month, 2 weeks.
1 month.
Yeah. Sometimes the mommy, protection.
Oh.
Yeah. I make
Can
video.
I pet her?
Yeah. Slowly.
Hi.
I make video for you.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's your name? Sabrina. Yeah, I make from this side. Thank you for coming riding today, Sabrina.
Of course.
Yeah.
Hi. Oh, it's the mommy. Hi, mommy. Oh, she's trying to get out.
Mommy want to.
Mommy want to
smart.
play.
Oh, yeah.
Baby, when that horse tried to open that gate, I said, oh, that's enough for me. I got to go now. In any event, at the end of the evening, I made my way back to my village area, and the lovely Eka here just randomly the other day invited me to go for a walk with her. And I'm like, that's actually so perfect. That's a nice, calm, and soothing way to end my night, end my weekend, and just all the adventure that is taking place. So just take a look at some of the visuals of my village. Say hi, Eka. We going for a walk. Walkie walk. Just the streets?
Yeah,
The streets. Okay. So we ended up just walking around the corner to her family's house. I got a chance to meet her mom and dad, her sister, her nephews. She wanted me to meet her family, so I was appreciative for that experience. And we made our way back to the village. It was pretty simple, a pretty chill walk, and then she invited me for dinner. Now, her two sons, they wanted to come, and she was telling them no because we were doing a girls' night, and I was just cracking up, baby, the way she left the chair, and she just skirted off. Now, it's not a lot to say here because it's pretty self explanatory. We're just riding through the village. Now, this is where I live, so you get a chance to see how I'm living and what the area looks like. So, I'll let you see some of the visuals of the trip on the way to Steak and Shake. Now, when I said Steak and Shake, you were thinking of the burger joint, weren't you? Well, no, this is more of like your local kind of warung, if you will. I don't know if it's considered necessarily a warung, but that's kind of in my mind the way I visualize it. There wasn't a lot on the menu. It was very basic and simple, but it was packed, so I have to give it to them. I guess they're doing something right. I had the barbecue chicken with mixed vegetables. I mean, and it was okay, but I was just more thankful for the experience hanging out with Eka and, just getting to know people in my village. So she took her video first, I took mine, and that essentially was it for the night. So, family, that is how my first birthday living abroad turned out. And it was the best ever. I mean, it was unplanned, unexpected, unequivocally unique, so phenomenal. It was probably the best birthday that I've had life to date. And that's not to forsake any good time that I've had with people in the past, but that's just to say that this one was extra special. I got a personal lesson as I watched everything unfold so beautifully before me that when you just show up and make the first step, the desires of your heart will be met. So, do with that information what you will. Now, if you're new here and you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Let me know in the comments your favorite part about this experience and where did you spend your last birthday? I'm looking forward to hearing from you. And as always, thank you for coming to Nomadically Bri. Bye.